Well, what if I ask you, which company makes the fastest sports cars? Then some of you will say that it's Bugatti, and some will say that it's Koenigsegg. But both the companies makes extremely fastest hypercars, so it's very difficult to decide which is the best, although these two companies are not rivalry brands, but they compete among themselves to hold the record for fastest car manufacturing company, so it's very tough to decide that which is the best, but we can compare them by looking at their past. Bugatti was founded by Ettore Bugatti in 1909 in Molsheim, located at France. Whereas Koenigsegg was founded by an 22-year-old man, Christian von Koenigsegg, on 12 August 1994, in Sweden, which is around 85 years after Bugatti was founded. As they are both hypercars, so the best parameter to compare them is their top speed run. But the highest top speed run was set by McLaren F1 in 1994, that is 240 miles per hour. That made people crazy about this car. So, to break the record, Bugatti made an attempt with EB110 SS, which managed to reach at the top speed of 218 miles per hour, although it failed to break the record set by McLaren F1, but its speed was like crossing a big football field per second. That was insane. Now, Koenigsegg entered the ring of top speed run with Koenigsegg CCR, with a top speed of 241 miles per hour, and made the record for fastest production car. But the actual record was set that year was by Bugatti by a quad turbocharged 987 horsepower EB16.4 Bugatti Veyron with a top speed of 253 miles per hour. It shattered the record set by Koenigsegg, and it broke the barrier of 250 miles per hour that was believed to be impossible at that time. After setting the fastest production car record, Bugatti did not keep quiet, and attempted another top speed run in the year 2010 with the upgraded version of Veyron, Bugatti Veyron Supersport, that had over 1,100 horsepower, that stole the record from Veyron and went at a top speed of 267 miles per hour. That was beyond the imagination of the people at that time. Now, 267 miles per hour became the new benchmark, and in the year 2017, Koenigsegg made an attempt with 1,341 horsepower, twin-turbo V8, the Agera RS, that broke the record of Bugatti, and was able to achieve a top speed run of 277 miles per hour. That became a great comeback for Koenigsegg. But Bugatti won't let Koenigsegg to take away the record from Bugatti. Now, Bugatti pulled up their 4 turbos in the Bugatti Chiron Supersport, pumping out 1,600 horsepower, that pushed the car to 304 miles per hour, that devastated the hypercar market with its immense power. The war has been raised again against Koenigsegg, and this time, Koenigsegg reply was given by twin-turbocharged 5.8-liter V8, with a maximum power of 1,600 horsepower, Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, that not only broke the record set by Bugatti Chiron Supersport, but also won the title of the most fastest production car ever. After the top speed run, we are moving on their attainability, that is the next parameter of comparison. Bugatti and Koenigsegg make their top speed contenders, that you may know about, but just how hard it is to get your hands on, it's not easy as a Huracan or 488 Italia. You won't find these cars on Racing Junk. Used Bugatti Veyron are listed for at least $1 million in any trim. CCR is also at least $1 million as well. But at the top end, the numbers are absolutely insane. Here's the Koenigsegg 1.1, that is listed for $7 million, and for Bugatti, well, they have announced the Centaur DHE for $10 million, and only 10 units will be made. If all you are looking for the badge though, then Bugatti have been into business over 100 years, and the vintage cars, like Type 10, are much more costlier than their modern cars. And if we look about their exclusivity, then from Bugatti's side, the Veyron is limited to 450 units, Devo is limited to 40 units, Chiron's production run is limited to 200 units. On the other hand, the fastest production road legal car, Koenigsegg Agera RS, is limited only and only to 25 units. And if you add up the total production run of Koenigsegg, then the CCR, CC8S, CCXR, CCX, CCXR Special Edition, the Agera R, the Agera S, the Agera RS, and the 1.1, still you will end up with less than 150 Koenigseggs. And these limited production run makes Koenigsegg extremely rare. But the 4-seater hypercar, Koenigsegg Gemera, with a production run of 300 units. Now, Koenigsegg is much more exclusive and faster as compared to Bugatti, but what about their track performance? Now we will compare which brand's car has a better track performance. You know that this type of hypercars are made for straight lines, or might be in a slightly curved line. Well, Bugatti has some race wins under their belt. Bugatti won the Monaco Grand Prix, and also the 24 Hours of Le Mans race twice. Now, the competition starts around round, when the Evo magazine took the CCX to the Nürburgring in 2008, and lapped the green hell in 7 minutes 33 seconds, and honestly, it's not a great timing, for the money you are paying, and, at those speeds, you will likely to get beaten by Nissan GT-R 35. And for Bugatti, it's even worse, as the Veyron made a timing of 7 minutes 40 seconds, at the Nürburgring ring, that are like a timing of bone-stock BMW M5. Bugatti made another attempt in the Nürburgring with Veyron Supersport in 2012, but they never posted the time. That it means only one thing, that is it's slower than its base model. Whereas Koenigsegg had put some efforts on the track-focused cars and came up with the Koenigsegg 11 that was made to shatter the Nürburgring with a target timing of less than 7 minutes. Literally, that would blow Bugatti away. Although Koenigsegg has successful with their 11, but in 2016 the Koenigsegg 11 was crashed on their hot lap, which was only rebuilt last year. The 11 did run in 2 minutes and 32.1 seconds around the Spa, which is the fastest lap for a production car. Koenigsegg says that it could have been faster, but the noise restrictions at the track restricted them for another lap. Although Koenigsegg is faster than Bugatti in racetracks, but that doesn't mean they are really good on track. In 2014, while testing an Agera mule car with the Koenigsegg 11 parts, Koenigsegg also crashed it at the Nürburgring. The list of accidents doesn't stop here, as in 2008, Koenigsegg also crashed a CCX on the Top Gear by the Stig. That is too horrible. Koenigsegg did build a CCX to enter into the GT1 class of Le Mans race, but it was denied entry for being too light and for not meeting the homologation standards of 350 units. Neither company have a motorsports division to really look into their reliability. Koenigsegg and Bugatti have yet to officially enter, but in a few years we can see Cairns and Jescos in the tracks. Now, our next parameter of comparison comes with the pedigree. In this round, we will look about the heritage and the pedigree of these two companies. Bugatti, which was started by Ettore Bugatti in 1909 in France, which is presently owned by Volkswagen Groups, and Christian von Koenigsegg started Koenigsegg in 1994 in Sweden, which is an independently owned company. The people all over the world knows and respects the name Bugatti, even though Koenigsegg have made cars faster than Veyron, but it was the first hypercar to hit 250 miles per hour, and it showed the world that for high speed, it don't need sleek lines, but it achieved that speed with brute force. And it was also the first car with $8 million price tag. The car name that no one knew, that had been in business more than 100 years, has now become the status symbol and the symbol of agility. In the classic car scenes, Bugatti has even more going through it. Look at the Bugatti 57 Type SC. Apart from drop dead gorgeous, it was also sold for $30 million. Koenigsegg may be fast, and they may be elusive, sure, but they don't have a history that Bugatti does. But there is one little thing that makes certain Koenigsegg really cool. The ghost logo on certain Koenigsegg represents that they are made on Koenigsegg headquarters, as because the headquarter used to be an airbase for Swedish fighter pilots, and they jet pilots had the symbol ghost on their jets, but when Koenigsegg took over the building, they started to use that logo on the cars built on that headquarter. Both the companies had their own history. For the Bugatti, it represents the first, fastest car, and for Koenigsegg, the ghost logo represents patriotism, honor to their countrymen, and the people who are interested in high speeds. Now, the final point of comparison of these two companies comes with the development. Both Bugatti and Koenigsegg are at the cutting edge of development. Bugatti has fit more cylinders and more turbos into a car-shaped package than before, and Koenigsegg has put out immense amounts of horsepower while weighing less than a Miata. But what have these manufacturers have planned for future? Bugatti is going for a faster production car, top speed record with the Cairns Supersport 300+, and Koenigsegg is hoping to chase down the Nürburgring fastest lap time with Jesco Absolute, but that target has moved since they have last tested though with the McLaren P1, knocking a 6 minutes and 43 seconds lap around the Nürburgring. With Bugatti, they might have some secret projects that are yet to be revealed and have not told anyone about, but the 300+ seems to be the only thing on their horizon. For Koenigsegg, in addition to track-focused Jesco, they are making the Jesco Absolute, which is designed for straight-line speed. It's got less drag than an F1 car, with almost double the horsepower. It's being built to steal the record right out from under the 300+, which can reach 330 miles per hour. Jesco Absolute has an all-new gearbox designed in-house by Koenigsegg that is a 9-speed that shifts so fast that they call it LST or light speed transmission. Speed and lightness are the name of the game for the Jesko. It also have carbon fiber wheels that are half the weight of the tires it's wrapped in. But that's not all. Koenigsegg also announced the Gemera, which is a 3-cylinder, twin-turbocharged engine, with 4 seats that can make 1,700 horsepower. It uses 3 electric motors as well, so the 2-liter 3-banger only has to make 600 horsepower, which on its own is absolutely insane. It's a mid-engine car with all-wheel drive, which can fit 4 6-foot people, and all their luggage. 4-seater, 4-wheel drive, with 1,700 horsepower, it's like, massively, extreme, hypercar. The Jesko Absolute and Gemera are 2 amazing cars, with massive amount of horsepower, but we should not downplay the Chiron Supersport 300+. While the Jesko Absolute may be indeed faster than 300+, but Bugatti has already done their run, and was the first ever car to break the 300 miles barrier, and they have proven what their car can do. Now, after watching the entire video, let us know in the comment section that which company you love the most, and also leave your personal opinion regarding these 2 companies.